Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a review on the comebacks in May. Please remember that this is just my opinion and I'm only reviewing the ones I listen to. Now, let's get started with the video. I remember when I saw the first set of concept photos where they had the wings and hearts, I was truly gagged and thought that we were getting a dark fantasy cybercore realness until the second set was released and we got blue horses and cowboy hats. Like, major plot twist but okay. Even though they were cute, I was starting to get nervous because some western themed songs can be very hot or miss for me and I was very curious how they were gonna beat Anti-Fragile. After first listen, I felt very conflicted and a little disappointed because I expected something big, but after listening to it for a while, it grew on me a lot. It's very catchy and I like how consistent it is. It's on brand for them, but still something different. Some things I will say is that it feels like a copy of Anti-Fragile in some ways, especially with the music video and outfits. But out of all songs, I'm glad they took some from that. Also, the choreography is really awkward at times, but it's not that much of a problem. As for the album, I absolutely love the itzy one, like it's by far their cundiest song and probably one of my favorites by them. The other songs were really good too, but I only replay itzy, no return and flash forward. Overall, is it better than Anti-Fragile? Not at all, but it doesn't need to be because it's good within its own right. This makes me even more curious as to what their next comeback will sound like. But I like how this release is growing on me more and more, so I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 10. Is it just me or was the beginning of the song giving New Jeans attention? Now, I'm not trying to accuse them of copying because other people have done this type of sound before, but it just reminds me a lot of it in a good way. It's a very simple song that's cute and upbeat. I like it, but I just wish they would have used more of the instrumental or beat they had in the very beginning of the song, because that was just too good. Of course there's nothing too special about this song in particular. I do think it's a fun and refreshing song that I could see myself listening to, so I'm gonna give it another 8.5 out of 10. I already made a review for this, but I'll just give a short review of it. I already talked about how much I love it, but surprisingly enough, it grew on me even more as I keep listening to it. The early 2000s Bratz Totally Spies vibes is actually really fitting for them even though I think their futuristic cyber is superior. It's so quirky and fun, which is a side I really like to see from aespa. Even though I already really liked Salty and Sweet, it's one of my favorites from the album along with Thirsty, but Welcome to My World will always be top 3. I don't think it beats Savage, but this is probably my top 3 title tracks from them, because although it's so different from them, it still felt natural in a way and they ate it down. I will say that I wish the music video still had some futuristic elements to add onto their storyline more, but it's not that big of a deal and I still love the song, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Although we never really know what to expect with G-Idol comebacks, I definitely didn't expect this. When I saw the concept photos, I already knew it was gonna be a McBlink early 2000s concept which I was excited for, but I know lots of groups only use it for aesthetic and barely go all out, so I was wondering if they'd be the same. I'll talk about the visuals and concept more, but right now we gotta discuss the actual song. Before I even heard the song, I saw a lot of people hating on it and calling the song cringe or embarrassing, so even though I wanted to form my own thoughts, I did go into it expecting something weird, but just hoping it wasn't on the same level as Tomboy. Honestly, I don't think it was bad as people say it is. Yeah, the whole my boob and booty hot and twerking on the runway just throws me off a lot. The song is actually pretty good and in my opinion, their best since they became 5 members. The song perfectly fits the vibe they're going for, and they knew that a rap verse wasn't needed and didn't add it, although it's a very similar pattern to Tomboy and has somewhat unsatisfying ending. I do really like the song, and especially that one part with Yuki and Soyeon in the beginning. My main critique with this though is the meaning of it. I don't believe it's misogynistic in any way, but it's like they're trying to push in different meanings that clash in with each other. On one hand, it could represent how we should naturally love and praise ourselves regardless of beauty standards, but on another hand, it could represent how people only care about looks and status. It's contradicting itself and doesn't make sense. I think it would have been smarter if they made it a full parody about how people are so obsessed with popularity and shaming others. It would have made more sense. I do think it's satire to some point, but they didn't execute it all the way. Now, as for the concept, it's amazing. They really went all out from the pop culture references to the outfits, and I'm in love, especially with the white chicks reference. So far, I love the stage outfits because it's true to the time period they're portraying. Overall, I love the concept and the song is growing on me, but the lyrics were just throwing me off, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
눈을 뜨면 켜지는 조명 아래 조금씩 조금씩 모든 게 변해가 춤을 추면 영화 속 장면처럼.
For this to be her solo debut, it's so good. Although I know Lovelyz as a group and some of their songs, I don't really know the members except Miju, but only vaguely. I didn't really expect anything while listening to it, because I don't know much about her talents, but I love the song so much. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite release this year, but it's one of them. It has such a nice chorus, and I love bridge to dance break part where she started voguing, like she saw that Sunmi and Chang'a are nowhere to be seen and had to do something. I also love the concept as well. It's creative and interesting. There's been some new female soloists I've been loving, and she's another as well. She's really refreshing and has a lot of potential, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. First of all, I just wanna say that I'm so happy they're finally back to their vampire concept and got back to the plot, because we lost it for a bit. Thankfully B-Lift came back to their senses. This is definitely one of their more calm songs and pretty different from their previous title tracks, but I really like it. That pre-chorus and come here get some part was definitely what stood out to me in a good way. Like it was just too good. It made me think that the chorus was gonna be something big, but it was very calm. It's a nice chorus but a little lackluster and kinda boring, but their voices sounded nice. The outro was good, but I wish they added a bridge, because it just feels so short. It doesn't beat their first couple releases at all, but it's a huge upgrade from their previous releases, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. When I tell you that I've never been more confused by a K-pop song before, maybe besides NMIXX's debut, like not even Zimzee Labim confused me as much as this. I really thought we were gonna get a ballad, which was odd to me because even though he has great vocals, he's mainly a rapper, so it was shocking to me when it started off like that. Then out of nowhere, here comes him rapping, then a big chorus and back to the emotional sad part, then a random ass dance break. It was honestly just a lot, but kind of made sense in a way. I didn't care for the slow parts at all, and the rap parts were good, but nothing compared to his other raps. Honestly, the chorus was the only part that I really liked and made the song, in my opinion. It's cool that he chose something pretty different and showed off his great vocals, but most of the song just isn't hitting for me, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. We're finally back with good music after 2 boring releases. They almost made me think they were flopping. This reminds me a lot of their older title tracks like Fly High or even Deja Vu a little bit. I absolutely love how it starts off soft and quiet, then the chorus just punches you in the face in the best way possible. Like Seon's voice leaves such a big impact on this song. It's a big contrast compared to the rest of the song, but still blends really well. Of course, It's nothing really groundbreaking, but it does what needs to be done. It's so dreamcatcher and feels like they're going back to their signature sound. It's very powerful and beautiful, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.